our most common question is, do you help people do you help people that aren't in the process of separation and divorce? We'll call it like regular single people or married couples. And the answer is yes. And that represents probably about 5 or 10% of our clientele. But if we're talking about just separation and divorce people, our areas of expertise are, we'll call it new couples that may or may not have a signed or have a cohabitation agreement. Those individuals may or may not have some gift money from mom and dad, and they want to protect those funds if the relationship is sour or goes in a different direction than initially expected. So how do we protect the gifted funds? Other areas are, and this is the majority of our clientele, is people that are in the process of separation, and we assist with or without a signed separation agreement. Excuse me. So, for example, if people are negotiating a settlement, and let's say Mrs. Smith wants to keep the matrimonial home, we'll step in and provide her with information for her in order to have an approval or a mortgage approval prior to her signing the separation agreement, so she can sign the separation agreement with greater confidence. Other areas include people who are separated or divorced. Maybe they've met a new partner, and maybe that new partner wants to buy into the equity of his or her property, or does, say, Mrs. Smith want to sell her existing property, and then her and her new partner want to purchase a new property. And we'll look at it and we'll ask the questions: is the down payment the same? So is it a 50-50 ownership, or are the down payments are they like 60-40 or 70-30? And is that going to be reflected in the title or the ownership structure of the new property? Other areas include, is it two business partners that are buying a property together, or is it family members who own multiple properties together, and one person no longer wants to be an owner of one of the properties, and we'll step in and assist in that area and how to dissolve the ownership structure of that property in order for the other person to own it, say 100%, and is there a buyout for the person that's leaving that partnership? And then lastly, we deal with people who have tax issues, believe it or not. So oftentimes, whether it's individuals or people that are in the process of divorce or separation, have a tax issue. So they'll owe money to the CRA or back tax to the municipality. There may or may not be a lien on the property. So we'll step in and figure out ways to remove the lien from the CRA or how to pay back the CRA, and in order for that couple to move forward and get mortgage financing.